Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and in this video we're going to go over my portfolio and see my results and performance for today. And as you guys can see, I'm actually in the negative today. I'm down $1,200. My portfolio was pretty sideways, but I did exit a few positions and I made some new entries, which you guys can see on the screen right below me. I'm going to talk about them in just a second, but before I do, a lot of you have been reaching out to me for ticker symbols, advices, entry points, price targets. And for that, I'm really grateful. I really enjoy looking and researching all these ticker symbols and finding stocks that may work for my portfolio in some cases. So although I'm here to teach you guys, keep those comments coming. I love looking at ticker symbols and researching companies and seeing if there are any catalysts in the near term that'll help my portfolio get to that $1 million that we're trying to get to in 2021. Another thing I quickly wanted to talk about is that my portfolio is extremely diversified and too diversified, some might say, for me to be able to reach that $1 million. So I am going to be narrowing down my position slowly over time. It's just that I feel like the market is in such a great place, especially with these micro cap stocks, that I feel like everything I've invested in so far, I've gotten at least a 20% return in less than a month, which is absolutely insane. I mean, think about it, 20% in less than a month in almost every stock that we have picked for this portfolio. So although it may seem like my portfolio is extremely diversified, there are just gains in the portfolio that are going to happen naturally. And the reason that I invest in a lot of these companies is to show you guys my level of confidence in all of them. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's quickly go over the portfolio. And the first thing we're going to go over are my options. And as you can clearly see, I did add a couple of options in the portfolio. So we did have a downtrend in some stocks that I'm very bullish on long term. So I did buy some call options on them. And the first one I want to talk about is BNGO. BNGO has been a front runner in my portfolio. It is almost 100% return on the stocks that I purchased not too long ago, and today they had a downtrend. So I decided to jump in and I bought 5 calls, in the money calls, for BNGO, and all of these expire in August, as you can see, because Robinhood did not allow me to purchase BNGO call options for January of 2022. So for that reason, I bought the furthest out call option that I could, and I bought 5 calls that were in the money. I'm very confident that the company is going to have a couple of catalysts this year, which means these call options will mature, very profitable for me. The second one here is Clove. Clove did see a dip today. I picked up 5 calls on the dip and I'm riding those. I'm already making $175 and I think I will be making a couple of $1,000 on this call by the time I'm ready to exit. I also did buy 1 call option for DraftKings, and the reason I bought this is I was actually thinking of buying 100 shares in this company, but then I decided to buy 1 call and wait it out, and I'm already in the money. I think that partnership with NFL really helped them over the past few days, and I just want you to know that we were early on that call, which means we bought DraftKings right before it started to trend up and right before that announcement was made officially. My last and final call in my portfolio is NEO, and I am down, but I'm not too worried about it because that was up just a couple of $1,000s a few days ago. And I think NEO is going to grow in 2021 with all the delivery and international expansion announcements that they have made. Now, after the options, let's jump into the stocks. But quick disclaimer before that, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Just because I buy these stocks doesn't mean you have to. Do your own due diligence and only invest money that you're willing to lose. Now, let's quickly get back to the video and cover the stocks. So I have Snow. I'm losing a little bit of money. Once I am making money on Snow, I am going to be exiting because it is a little larger cap than I would like. I am entering micro cap territory, and so I would like all of my stocks and options to be in the micro cap space. NEO, once again, I'm losing on today. I feel like NEO is going to pick up any day, and hopefully if it does, my call options are going to be very profitable for me. Apple in the green today. Yesterday I think it was at about $600 in profit. Today it is at $758. At the top though, I was at a $1,200 profit. So I am going to hold Apple until I get to that $1,200 mark and then exit Apple as well. Jumia, very profitable. BNGO, as you can see, it's $1,800 in profit that I've made. At the top over here, I was at $2,500 in profit. So I really see BNGO needing just a few good catalysts and it's going to absolutely skyrocket in my opinion. ACB, not too excited about. TTCF did very well today, but then ended up a little lower than it was. PHUN, I'm getting ready to exit. So once I hit a break even on PHUN, I will be exiting that share as well. Excel Fleet still continuing to be at a loss. However, today they did come up quite a lot. In fact, I have some call options on Excel that almost broke even and I did not sell. So I am expecting a catalyst or to hear something about Excel Fleet in the next few weeks. And I may consider buying some Excel Fleet in the near future. NNDM, I'm still waiting for that Feb 14th mark. Remember, we talked about that in yesterday's video. So once NNDM goes down a little more, I am going to heavily invest in that company. Open Door, once I get to a target price that I'm satisfied with, I will be exiting Open Door as well very soon. These two stocks we're not going to cover because they weren't initially supposed to be part of this portfolio, but somehow they got here. MCAC making a profit, check, I'm down, not too worried about. ISR making a profit, SRPT, I am up a little bit. The ARK ETFs are all green today, which is amazing. This is the first time that all the ARK ETFs are green today, which means they may be testing a new resistance here. And then I'm going to continue to scroll down and show you guys the existing portfolio. Now, CCIV did have a little bit of a catalyst. There was a little bit of PR on that company today, which caused the company to go up a little bit. DT as well has been going up. It is an undervalued stock, so it is going up quite a bit since yesterday. Then we have Sens over here. I am losing money in it, but as you can see, it's just $9, so I'm not too worried about it. Nokia holding the line with you guys. What are we doing, guys? Are we still holding on to these shares or are we starting to now sell? Now, I personally believe in Nokia and I am going to hold on to it for a bit, but the reason I ask is I don't know what to do with my Dogecoin. So if you guys are holding, I'm going to hold with you, but if you guys are starting to sell and liquidate, I am also going to liquidate. So whatever you guys are doing, just let me know in the comments below and I'm going to do exactly the same. If we're holding the line, then we're holding the line, not a problem. And then we have Airgain. Airgain is up, PCTI is down. They're both 5G players and you know that Nokia, Airgain, PCTI for me are all 5G plays in the portfolio. And I'm going to continue to scroll down. Now remember guys, as I'm scrolling, if you guys want to see my positions, you can always pause the video and see how many shares I have and what my gain and loss is as of right now. And you can probably calculate at what price I bought the stock. And that's just if you guys need an entry point and are using me as a reference. That would be a great way to buy these stocks. So TTOO, I talked about a few days ago. It did skyrocket after hours today. I'm very excited for the company. I am going to be picking up more shares, hopefully this week in TTOO. SNDL was doing phenomenally for me and then ended up going down. Now PHUN, PHUN, is going to see a catalyst very soon. I think the stock is going to skyrocket very soon, so I am going to be adding more positions. I'm currently losing around $615 in PHUN. So if you guys get in about here, you guys are already $600 better than me. And then below that are some of the other companies that I own now. I'm very excited about Holicity and the space market in general. I think now is a good time to get into space. And with that being said, I am going to be creating a space section in this portfolio. So we are going to see more additions into space-based companies in this portfolio. I want to add at least 4 or 5 space-based companies because I really think that with recent catalysts and with the Biden administration and with things happening so quickly, there is going to be a space race in the stock market. And I don't want to miss it when it happens. So I am going to jump on that very soon. Now with that, let's quickly get into the cryptocurrencies. Dogecoin had a run up today, so I am up on Doge. I am also up on Bitcoin and I am up on Ethereum as well, which for some reason doesn't show on my screen, but I'm going to quickly go over it. Ethereum is at 1622 and is now 10.2% of my portfolio, which means I am going to have to sell a little bit of Ethereum. Now I am looking for a good time to exit Ethereum, which is why I haven't sold it just yet. I want to keep about 8% of my portfolio to Ethereum because cryptocurrencies seems to be way more volatile than the stocks that I have. Even though all my stocks are in the microcap space, the cryptocurrencies are even more volatile than that. So I need to limit my exposure to crypto in this mini portfolio if I wanted to grow quickly. Or I could just take the rest of my disposable buying power over here, which is $75,000, and put it in Ethereum and see what happens. You guys tell me. If you guys think that that's a good idea, that's what I will do. Now that I've covered my portfolio for the day, let me give you guys the game plan for tomorrow. So the game plan for tomorrow for me personally is to add more PHUN to the portfolio, to add more SNDL to the portfolio, to add more NAKD to the portfolio, and to add more HOL or Holicity stock to the portfolio. I'm going to be watching all of this very closely, and if I find a dip in Virgin Galactic Space SPCE, I will be adding that to the portfolio as well. And once again, guys, if you guys think that there are any ticker symbols that I may have missed here or I should add in this portfolio to get to that $1 million mark, just put them in the comments below and I will do some research on those companies and we will hopefully add them into this portfolio in the coming months. And just like that, my name is Hamza and I'll see you guys next video.